Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Hello you beautiful people, welcome to the channel. My name is Paul, I'm a fat bloke and I drive a truck and you're daft enough to come along and watch me. Well, new look, shorter hair, shorter beard, and I've had a shave. What we got this week for you? Well, I've got an extended load on right now, only a little bit extended, about 5 foot open. Hey, we might even have some poetry later. Get that? Poetry. If I remember to do it. Let's get this week started, shall we? So it's Tuesday, the 7th of July. I had to look at my phone, see what time it was, see what date it was. 7th of July, 2020. I started yesterday at 6 AM yesterday, a bit of a late start. I'd loaded on Friday for a drop into Barnsley, so I got rid of that yesterday morning, and then over to Scunthorpe, to the Steelworks British Steel at Scunthorpe, and eventually got loaded. Guess what? I've driven past my junction. No! Should have come off of that slip. My fault. It's a roundabout just up here. I'll turn around and come back. Yeah, I went to British Steel at Scunthorpe to load this load, and they always take forever, absolutely take forever. So I didn't get out there till fairly late yesterday afternoon, and I run my time out. I got down to Monmouth services, the new services at just south of the Monmouth Tunnel. Stopped there last night, up at 4:30 this morning, so I reduced obviously because I do about 14 hours yesterday, so I reduced my my daily rest, and I managed to start at 4:30. Start and finish at 13 and a half, I don't know, whatever. I know I could start. I literally put my taco in at 9 hours and 1 minute after my break this morning. Now down the bottom of the M4. And we're going to Clonelly, we're going to Dafford Steel at Clonelly. Been there not last week, week before I went. Cracking bunch of lads in there. So I'm hoping they will let me film. I'm hoping they will let me film them tipping. I'm also hopeful. I'm also hopeful that they will allow me to show you the process of closing the trailer up on this particular type of trailer. Sorry, a little bit of concentration there going around and round about. Like I say, it's opened up about 5 foot, so it is a little bit longer than normal. 2 mile back. It is what it is. So you get for not concentrating. Silly mistakes, innit? So yeah, hopefully I can film. I can't stop yawning, sorry. Hopefully I can film mostly the closing of the trailer. Show you the process on this one. I've bought myself. Look, that bit there. Chest mount. That's very flattering with my moobs. Very flattering. Hey ho. All for you guys. Get the content you deserve. When I was tipping yesterday morning, well, while I was waiting to tip yesterday morning, when I pulled in, there was a rigid parked in front of me. Yeah, it were at front at queue. Front at queue. Yeah, I joined the queue behind him, and I got out to take all my side pins out, ready for tipping, and the chap got out, and I recognised his face, but I couldn't think. I knew him, but I couldn't remember him. And he greeted me as Wittering trucker, and it was a chap I used to work with, albeit briefly. We think it was about 10 years ago. And him and his son watched my vlogs. So Chris, it was nice to catch up with you, mate. It took me a second or two to remember who you were. And the penny eventually dropped. And you've asked me to give your lad a shout out. So, Jack Bell, appreciate you spending the time, young man. Make sure your dad spoils you rotten. It was nice to catch up with you, Chris. I appreciate that. I appreciate the chat. It was good. So I figured I'd do that right now because I will forget. We'll come off at this junction. Oh! Yes, we should have come off at the last junction. I've got 4 miles to go. It's saying 10 minutes. I would have been best part there, wouldn't I? But I had to do that like 4 mile detour. I'd have been there by now. Oh well. We were supposed to be there at 5:30 this morning. It's now 6:30. I just simply couldn't get it here any quicker. I say they. Let's not bleep them. It's a phone. Yeah, they just took forever to load yesterday, so there was nothing more I could do. I haven't wasted any time anywhere. I've literally just driven as many hours as I could possibly drive, and got here as soon as I can. So, but they're pretty cool down here, so we should be okay. That was the wife messaging good morning. Could be a little bit snug. Oh, we should be alright. It's that curb. It's not that curb I'm concerned about, it's that curb. Right, we're going to take a bit of curb. Just a smidge. Give it a cuddle. When he's in the middle of the road, I'll go around him. A cracking hill. Look at this hill. I might say I'm fully freighted as well. I've got a trombone trailer on, obviously, because I'm opened up. And I've got just under 26 tonne of steel on the back, which on a normal trailer I can carry just over 28, like 28.2, something like that. But with it being trombone, it weighs about 1.5 tons more. So I would say I'm at about 43.2, something like that, weight-wise. So needless to say, it's sluggish up the hills. Speed camera. So I've enjoyed my little break from you guys. Well, not from you guys, but from vlogging, from recording, from having to edit. I did the review last week. You guys seem to really enjoy that. I can't believe it's a year already since I first posted. And absolutely, it's just flown. Absolutely flown. I'm at about 52, 53 videos, something like that now I've posted. Obviously I've missed a few weeks, and I've also uploaded twice some weeks. So 50 odd videos, We're at 2,333 subs when I checked this morning, which is amazing, absolutely amazing, you guys. That is just phenomenal. The leg waxing went well. Well, for you guys, it did. Yeah. If you've not checked out that, I did if you're new to my channel, I did I said all along from 1,000 to 2,000 subs. When I get to 2,000 subs, I'm going to do something. I was going to do an eating challenge, one of the hot spicy food eating challenges, but it was just going to be too expensive. So we had the idea of waxing my legs. So we hit 2,000 subs, and I did a live video. I shouldn't have done it live because I really made a fool of myself being a big baby, but it bloody hurt. But check it out. I'll try and remember to put a link up. It'll be up in that corner somewhere. As always, I will forget because I never remember to put cards up. This vehicle is turning left. This vehicle had to steal a bit of the other road. Yeah, so boys, if you think about getting your legs waxed, it's not clever, it's not big, it's not hard, it's just bloody painful. Don't do it. But again, well received. I've had some lovely messages come through on Facebook and Instagram and email. From you guys saying that you're going to be there for me no matter how long it takes me to upload, no matter when I upload. You'll be sat there waiting for them. Look after my wife and kids first. The vlog comes second. Totally agree with you guys. And it was getting to the point where I was spending way too much time doing this, and it was sacrifice. I was having to sacrifice time with my wife and kids, which is not good. It's not good. I don't see a lot of them anyway, being away all week. So yeah, to spend time editing a vlog rather than being out in the garden, having a kickabout, or you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. I'm lost guffer. If you saw that on that signpost, I don't understand Welsh in the slightest. How you can pronounce? I don't know. Scott Andrews, if you're watching this, mate, how the hell do you pronounce some of the words? I understand what that says. Park. I don't understand why it's the other bit. I know what it says because it's got translation underneath it. We're nearly there. Nearly there. Pretty quick at tipping in here as well, which is a good thing. There's another one of our lads heading down here for 8 o'clock. And I would have thought, because he left before me yesterday, I would have thought he would be here on time. Oh, Mr. Andrews, but it's not. It's one of his colleagues. One of his colleagues. Why can't people indicate? It's not difficult, is it? I'm pulling out anyway because you can't indicate, so I'm pulling out. Every single car from the right then turned left. Turned back the way I'd just come. And not one of them indicated. So next roundabout we're turning right. The place we're going is to our right, over the fence line to the right now. When I came in week 4 last, I had a look on Google Earth, etc. In fact, it's to us right now. I had a look on Google Earth, etc. And it looked like you turn right this roundabout and then you took another right straight away. Turns out you don't, as I quickly found out. You have to go a bit further down and turn right. But on Google Earth, it looks like it's a yard, and there's no in it. There's only one way in. But it turns out it's a 13. I think it's 13 foot, 13.3. When you go through the building, and shall we say it was a snug fit. I got under it no problem, but it was a snug fit. I wouldn't want it to be much higher. So this right here is where, what sat-nav trying to take me up this right here, but I now know that it's incorrect, and I actually need this next right here. There we go, Mr. DPD, thank you very much, sir. Right, I'll love you guys and leave you, and I'll speak to you very shortly. Bye for now. Well, hello. No, well, I asked the question if I could record. I did. I asked if I could record. One of the chaps said yes. The other chap said no. So that's not allowed. So that kiboshed the tipping and also showing you how to close the trailer. But nothing I can do about that. The time now is 9:10, so we've been in there quite a while. 2.5, hour and a half, something like that. We're heading to Merthyr Tydfil now. I'm going to go into bus station. It says I must have 8 timbers on the job. He knows full well I've got 5. So we'll see what the crack is when I get there. So as I said earlier, I was booked in for 5:30 tip. I got there at 6:30, just after. Spoke to the guy. He says, "You're not due until 7 anyway, are you?" Well, because they had one of their wagons in loading. I had to wait for them to finish loading him. He said, "Well, you're not due in till 7 anyway, are you?" I said, "Well, according to what I've been told, mate, so I told 5:30. He says, "We don't even start while 6. So anyway. So I stuck a 15-minute break in while I was there, while I was sat waiting. I could have got a 45 in, but I didn't want to clear my driving time, so I just took a 15 and put it on POA. So we're heading to Merthyr Tydfil and then up to Chesterfield. And that's all the information I can give you, because I have no idea. I've got a company name, care of Merthyr bus station. That's it. I have no idea what we're lifting. I do know it's going to Chesterfield, and that's all I know. I simply don't know anymore. So I guess we'll find out, won't we? Later on. I know I do need to go and use the toilet. Let's get some brekkie. Let's get some breakfast. As you probably saw on the front camera, there was one of our lads already waiting. He was due in at 8 o'clock. He got here at 8 o'clock, but there was also a Clugston wagon that had pulled in just before him. So he was getting tipped because I pulled out the way as soon as they'd tipped me and let the Clugston driver in. And I sorted my trailer and timbers outside. Pardon me. Got BMW right up my butt. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I got something delivered today. All will be revealed. A little bit to do with you guys. Just a little bit more kit. Well, a very tiny little bit more kit from Amazon. Ordered it on Sunday. Ordered it on Sunday. A little mini tripod, that's all it is. No excessive. Exciting. That's what we're looking for, exciting. So right, yeah. I've had quite a few of you reach out to me and asking me what's happening regarding this truck. Because I have said before that it's due to go. It's due to be decommissioned from our fleet and sold. It was supposed to go in March, but obviously with the coronavirus and all that good stuff, it got delayed. So I've had people asking me what I'm getting next. Am I getting another one in this colour? Am I getting an S-cab? Am I getting this? Am I getting a V8? Well, the simple answer is I really do not know. I have absolutely no idea. I speak to one at Gaffers and he won't tell me anything. I speak to another one, he tells me what I want to hear. I just can't get a straight answer. I've no idea if I'll still have this when we go to Peterborough in back end of August. I simply don't know, is the honest answer. I simply do not know. I've no idea. I don't know. We as a company announced on Facebook that we're welcoming 12 S650 V8s to the fleet. I'm supposed to be getting one of those. If you listen, depending on what rumor you listen to. Well, I'm supposed to be getting one of those. I just don't know. I really do not know. It could be another one exactly the same as this. It could be the same truck as this but wrapped in blue. And it could be an S650 V8. Well, time will tell. We'll just have to wait and see. So all those asking, I appreciate you contacting me, I really do. But I can't give you an honest answer because I simply don't. Well, the honest answer is I don't know. But I am going to start stripping this out a little bit. The curtains need to come out, they need to be washed because they are a bit grotty. They're certainly not up to show spec. I would like to replace them, but they're just too expensive and I can't justify paying the money out. So I'll be taking the curtains and tie backs out. They might come out this week. I'll put the standard Scania ones back in for the time being. The light board will be coming out because I'm replacing it, because that one's okay, it's nice, it's good, I like it. However, through the day it's pretty pointless if you can't see it. I did make this one. I'll put a photo up on the screen for you now. And a pal of mine, Phil's now got that in his truck. I swapped it out and put this one, because it was in mine, and I swapped it out and put that in. The Alice in Wonderland, I put that in. So I'm looking at making another one, because I made that Let's Not Forget one. I did make it. However, I'm struggling on a design, I'm struggling on a theme, on where to go with it. So this is where I'm reaching out to you guys. There's got to be some artsy-fartsy people out there that can help me out and come up with an idea on where we can go. Are you coming? Come on, Mr. Peugeot. Come on. Yeah, come up with a design. The piece of material I'm using, the mirror material I'm using, is going to be around 700 by 500 mil, 700 across, 500 high. So the design's got to fit comfortably inside that. I don't want to do it YouTube related. I just don't really want to. Maybe I do. I might do it actually, I don't know. Possibly YouTube related, you know, Wittering trucker related, blah blah blah. Don't know, maybe might do. I've always done something remembrance themed. I don't want to go down that route again. I've been there, done that. I don't know, it's a simple answer. It has to be very monotone in the colour, if you know what I mean, single colour. I can light up different parts of it in different colours, but if you've got a flower, it can only be one colour. So basically it's silhouettes I'm looking for. So have an idea, have a look, have a think. Any of you guys fancy doing a design, yeah, let me know. In fact, if you do a drawing, whether it be on computer or take a photo, if you want to send it to email address, it's witteringtrucker@gmail.com. I'll stick it down below. Yeah, it'd be good. I'm struggling a little bit on a design idea. Mr. Cleo pulls out, even though that lane's closing very soon. Okay, okay. Keep going, love. Keep going. Well, I think I'm going to tootle on for a little bit, get some miles done, and I'll pick you guys up when I'm heading into Merthyr. It's only 35 mile away, 47 minutes. I do need to stop and use, as the Genco would say, the facilities. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys. Yeah, in about seconds for you, innit? I'll speak to you in a bit, guys. Take care for now. Hi guys, welcome back. You joined me just approaching Merthyr Tydfil. Well, 3 mile away. I'm on the A465 at the moment. I've got a roundabout coming up in a mile. I've got to turn right onto 47 heading into Merthyr bypass. Sat of saying we're 3 mile away, 8 minutes. While I remember, I don't know how I missed it, but I missed it. One, Mr. Luke C in a HGV celebrated his 30th birthday. So happy birthday, Luke, if you're watching. Apologies that I missed it on the day. But there, happy birthday, pal. If you don't know who Luke C is, where have you been? It's generally, if you don't know who he is, go check him out. Luke C in a HGV. I think he's the leading subscriber count within the UK trucking vloggers. I do believe that's correct. Yeah, he's got some cracking content on his back catalogue as Luke, and he's starting to produce some pretty decent stuff on the tipper work that he's doing. He himself admitted that the tipper work he was doing was getting boring for the vlogs, and he has changed it up a bit, and his videos are a lot better. But he's got some cracking stuff on his back catalogue as well. So, in fact, when I was getting tipped earlier, I was watching one of his back catalogue. I stopped at Swansea West Services after I last spoke to you. I pulled into there to use the toilet, and I had a quick nosy look-see at this site, because I said to you the address is what is it, Darlow Lloyd, which turns out is a construction company, care of Merthyr Tydfil bus station. That's all the address I've got, and a postcode. So I did a Google search, and it shows up that the postcode is taking me to an empty plot of land, and there's a pin on it on Google saying proposed new bus station. I've looked where I'm going to deliver, because I've no details of what I'm actually collecting. And it looks like it's frameworks or formworks, so I'm kind of guessing and surmising that it's some kind of groundworks, shuttering. Well, like I say, it is guesswork at this moment in time. I simply don't know. So, with it being a construction company that I'm collecting for, it kind of 2 and 2 together, and I'm kind of coming up with 4. That it's this formworks. I guess we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out shortly enough. Oh, pardon me. I'm going to go to the postcode, and there's plenty of places to turn around down there if it's wrong. We'll keep an eye open for cranes, etc. Because There might be cranes up now. We're not a million miles away. Well, in fact, we're 3/4 of a mile away. Can't see anything obvious as yet. Right, coming up shortly, and apparently it's just down there. Looks like it's up right at the lights there, look. Oh, I'm only doing 32. Jeez. Bit of a dicky fit there, wasn't it? Well, it's pushing HDVs this way to go back to the 470, so I figure it can't be too bad. Can't see no construction. Ooh, that's favouritism. That's twice today, one. This once. They were on green when I approached these lights. Here we go. Down here, turn left, allegedly. Signage for construction, is it maybe? New road layout ahead. No, but that's a building site there. That's a building site there. Right guys, I'm going to see if it is this place. So I will love you and leave you for right now. I'll catch up with you shortly. Speak to you soon guys. Bye for now.
Stumbling out of bed, and I still got you in my head. From all those pretty words you said, it's like I'm wasted. Every time I see your face, I'm losing track of time and space. I don't know where I am, it's like I'm wasted. And I won't waste it. And I promise that I will stand by you forever. I can't get you out of my mind. I will follow you wherever, and I won't waste this. I'll follow you, yeah. I'll follow you, yeah. Could you come a little closer now? 'Cause I don't wanna slow this down. My heart is screaming out your name. I'm wasted on you. Here we are, right underneath the stars. So let's get a little reckless. You make me breathless, and I won't waste this. And I promise that I will stand by you forever.
Hello guys, welcome back. Well, I left you at 10:20. It's now 20 to 2. That site was the site I was loading at, and I've only just left. Well, I left at 20 past. I left about 25 past 1, so I was there for quite a while. Well, we're on 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. Whew, 3 hours. 3 flipping hours. Just slow. Well, they went on break as I got there, And then it just took ages to load. Absolutely ages to load. So I've just been eating Wild West beef jerky. It's great. Well, I can't see what it says on it, but it's better than eating crisps. It's a nice snack. I'm quite enjoying it. Well, I've always enjoyed jerky, but I think for 100 grams it works out about 120 calories, something like that, which is pretty good, really. Better than eating crisps, like I say, and chocolate and crap, and it fills you, but it sticks in your teeth. Anywho. So yeah, we took that off up towards Chesterfield. I was correcting what I was thinking. It is Shuttering. Formwork, Shuttering. I'll try and get a photograph of it and put it on now. I haven't got one yet, but I'll try and get one. Post a photograph up somewhere over there for you to see. It's probably a little bit overstrapped. Probably too many straps on it. If you can put too many straps on a load. It's got 16 straps on it, but it doesn't need it. But, pardon me, there's 2 defined layers. So I used 8 straps on the bottom layer. Oh wow, sorry. Oh, hiccups. Yeah, I've used 8 straps on the bottom layer, and I would put timbers to obviously raise it up off the straps, and then I put another 8 straps over the top. Like I say, it's probably too many straps, but I don't have too many, they're not enough. If you're a new driver, whether it be 7.5 ton, class 2, class 1, don't care. If you're using straps on a flatbed or in a curtain sider, if you're using straps to secure your load, they only work if you actually put them on. It's absolutely pointless. Absolutely no reason whatsoever leaving them in the box. If it looks like it needs another strap, put another strap over it. It's only 5 minutes extra work. I think I've said this before. It's only 5 minutes extra work. Yeah, you might as well just put the extra ones on. And it looks like you've bothered. Well, I'm just going to a bit of roadworks now. There's about 2 minutes delay apparently. I'm waiting for a phone call back from the office to see if I can get tipped tonight. I've got an ETA of 5:20 into Chesterfield to the address or to the postcode. As it stands right now, I've got a load out of Goole area. No, it's not quite in Goole. It's a concrete drainage. I've moved quite a bit before. It's a concrete drainage that I move, and it's going down to Norfolk. It's got to be in Norfolk for 2 o'clock. So if I don't get tipped tonight, that's not going to happen. I probably won't end up taking that load. So I'm waiting on a call back from the office to see if I can tip. Either way, I'm going to end up in Chesterfield truck stop tonight. Which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad place to stop. I could go to our yard in Barker Vale, but it's too. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's simply too noisy. It's too noisy in our yard. We have a lot of guys coming and going overnight, and I don't get paid my night out because I'm based there. So in theory, I could get in my car and go home if I parked up there. Whereas if I park up at the truck stop, I'm not parking my home base. It's been quite a while since I was last down here. I mean, we're talking probably 6 years, 5-6 years, something like that. you don't know where we are, we're on the heads of the valley. A6, oh what is it, 45, no, 465, A465. Double back of myself here. Now this is heavy. Obviously there's an element of guesstimation on my part on whether it's too heavy. I'm fairly confident that we're okay. The way it's pulling, I'm confident it's okay. And just by the way the truck sat down as we were loading it on the air, you know, it sank when we started loading the trailer. I'm comfortable. I'm happy with what we've got on. Cracking couple of lads on site. One of the site supervisors and then the guy who were on the gates. So we were loading on the road, so they put the barriers up, closed the gate closed the road while the forks or the excavator were actually loading me. The engine might sound like screaming, but it's obviously it's downhill. I've got the exhaust brake on to hold me back. I'm not using my foot brake so much. This is quite steep, this. Now at the moment my speed's holding, it's just slightly creeping and I haven't got foot on the brake at all. It's all engine brake, exhaust brake, whatever brake you want to talk. It's not a retarder. I've had this discussion before. I'm not quite sure how they all work and all that good stuff. I know a retarder slows, I'm sure it slows the prop shaft down. The exhaust brake does something with exhaust gases or something, I don't know. I know it's quite effective, whatever it is. So right, so I've wittered on for a while. I'm going to... I think I might chuck you up some more time lapse because it's going to be quite nice down here. I know you've just had a piece, but we'll give you some more time lapse. Oh, bouncy, bouncy. And I will catch up with you, I don't know, somewhere further up the road when I get further up north. We've got 3.5 hours of driving to go. I've got 4 hours of driving on my tacho. I've got a total of 169 miles to go. So, we'll catch up soon, guys. Bye for now.
Come a little closer. I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Falling in love. You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. Eyes blue like the ocean. I can see you want this too. Cause you've been looking at me all night, trying to figure me out. I just wanna let you know. And I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want you. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what
Morning, guys. As you can probably guess, it's Wednesday morning now. I left you yesterday after I'd loaded at Merthyr. I'm sure I did. I'm sure that's where I left you. If I didn't leave you then, and I was just arriving at site, I'm sure I did. I should have checked back really, shouldn't I? But a quick oversight on what I did. I was the correct site. I'm sure I've told you this. It was the correct site. Took hours to load. Loads of straps, and I was going up to Chesterfield. That was the oversight. Well, I spoke to the site. I had an ETA of 5:15. Initially they said no, can't do it, come back in the morning at 8 o'clock. Then they rang me back and said if you get there at 15:15, no later than 50:30, we'll tip you. Banging, that'll do me, thank you very much sir. So a bit further up and matrix signs popped up with the M1 shut, junction 28 to junction 29. I needed to come off at 29. So all in all, I didn't get a tip last night. The time now is 5:15 in the morning. I parked up at where did I park up? Because I ended up coming off the 42, trying to save a bit of time to come backish road come into Chesterfield from the west. But timing still wouldn't allow it. Wouldn't get me there in time, so I ended up parking up at is it Burton Derby Services. It's at Toyota Island on the A50, A38 roundabout. So I stuck it in there last night. Crap night's sleep. Truck was leaning the wrong way, so I had to sleep the wrong way, if that makes sense. I normally sleep with my head on the passenger side, but the truck was leaning low down on the passenger side, so I had to sleep with my head on the driver's side. It just messes me about. I just can't get to sleep, can't chill, can't relax. So the plan now is, because I can't get in there till 8 o'clock, and I've got a load out of Goole to be in Norwich this afternoon. I'm now going to our yard at Markham Vale, which is this junction coming up. So I'm going to go into our yard, drop the trailer. I wouldn't normally take the straps off, but there's 16 straps on this, and I need them. I haven't got enough to do the next job if I don't take them. So if the next driver takes it in, because somebody else will obviously picking it up, if the next driver's watching this, I do apologise, but there's nothing I could do, mate. I needed the straps. I don't want to sit there and wrap 16 straps up just to take them out again and use them again. I have no doubt I'll be using best part of them on the next load, but it is what it is. I need them, so I figured I'd come back to you now and say good morning. I will take you into Markham Vale with me, and then I have no problems with doing a bit of time lapse. Ooh, pardon me. Ooh, pardon me. That's shaggy? No, it's not. Yeah, I'll set the camera up and you can watch my fat ass rolling straps for about an hour. What's that? It'll take me about 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I'll be dropping the trailer, obviously, coming out solo, going into that fuel station, getting some fuel because I'm a quarter of a tank on both AdBlue and fuel, so I need to fill them both up. You've got to love that exhaust brake when it's slowing me down downhill under weight. I love it. Love the noise. Love the noise. There's me slagging everybody else for not indicating. I didn't indicate myself then, did I? It's not very often I forget. Turn that off. Gonna grab a shower here as well before I pull back out, I think. car behind me. Don't want to think it's okay to overtake. I'll get the indicator on a bit earlier than normal. Great big hole there. Oh, car's following me in. Well, the barrier should lift because it's on ANPR. There we go. Yeah, it's got number plate recognition, so it should lift. Slow. As you can see, the surface ain't the best. Ah! Somebody else has bought a coupe. You get to see me car in a minute, but somebody else has bought a 62 plate coupe. Well, that's changed my mind. I was going to put stripes down mine, but I'm not going to bother now because he's got them on. Well, you can see that straight in front as the coupe pointing at us. Well, that's not mine. But if you look behind the red car that's behind it, that's mine. You see Derek just hiding there, just coming into view. Well, somebody else has bought a coupe identical. Yeah, cheers, mate. I thought I was unique. You're younger than mine.
I know that I haven't been who I was. I am supposed to be the one you can trust. I feel so useless 'cause I let you down. I hope there's some way I can make it alright, 'cause I know that you deserve much more than this. If you give me one more chance, I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm not without you. I hope I can show what you mean to me, 'cause I don't know what to do if you go. Ooh, I just don't know what to do if you go. I've been so selfish and made you believe that you're not good enough, but you're all I need. I take you places that you've never been. I would give you the world if you let me try again. Yeah, just give me one more chance. I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm not without you. I hope I can show what you mean to me, 'cause I don't know what to do if you go. I just don't know.
Hi guys. Did you spot the almost error or major F up when I come to turn off the time lapse that you should have just seen? I'd gone round and dropped my trailer All I needed to do was pull out from under it and not put the legs down. This is when having a mental checklist in your head comes into account. I always check off 5 things. I got distracted then because I was recording and I did it out of sequence, and you know, I got distracted, and it's very, very easy to get distracted. Chatting to a mate or whatever, you know, or there's a nice car drives past and you're having a good look at that, whatever that distraction might be. But you've got to have a mental checklist in your head, and there's 5 things you've got to remember. 2 of them are ultimately important. I'll go through the 5. You'll know it already. For me, dropping a trailer, it's number plate, parking brake, lines. Sorry, number plate, parking brake, legs, lines, and then finally the kingpin, the arm. I just mentally check it off in my head. Have I done it? You know, right, I've done number plate, I've done the brake, I've done that, oh shit, I didn't done the legs. So as I was walking back to the wagon with the camera in my hand, that's what I was doing. I was thinking about it. Have I done that? Have I done that? Oh no, shit, I ain't done that. So off camera, I dropped the legs. Otherwise, that could have been a bit of a catastrophe. I would have noticed because of the way I dropped the trailer. I pull out a little bit from the trailer, from the pin, and then lower my air. Obviously, if I'd not put the legs down, the trailer would have carried on coming with me, and that would have been an alarm bell for me. I would have got out and checked to find out why. Obviously, I would have realised why, because there's no legs down. But yeah, it's just, you know, I've 10 years experience. I'm not new to the job. But, you know, it just proves that you can make mistakes if you don't concentrate. But as I said, there's 2 fundamentals that you've got to remember. And I always remember in my head, it's legs and lines. If you forget to take your number plate off, whoopie-doo, you've lost your number plate. If you forget to put the air brake, trailer brake on, most trailer brakes, when you take the red airline off, apply anyway. But if they don't, it's not that big a deal. The legs are on the floor, it will stop it running away to a degree. So yeah, number plate, brake, legs, kingpin, eye lines. Yeah, obviously if you don't pull your kingpin, you ain't going nowhere. So the 2 fundamentals are your legs and lines. So always remember that as your last 2, legs and lines. If you've not put your legs down and you pull out, you're causing major amounts of damage. If you've not taken your airlines off and you pull out, you're snapping airlines. It's going to cause you problems. The other 3, not so much. Yeah, if you lose your number plate, it's a pain in the butt. You should have a spare anyway. But if you've not, it's a pain in the butt. However, it's not going to be causing damage. If you know what I mean, legs and lines. Just remember, legs and lines is your final check. And you shouldn't go wrong. But ultimately concentrate, which I failed to do. So obviously I'm waiting for fuel now. I'm queuing up waiting for fuel. The time lapse. I think the recording was something like 20 minutes in total, but hopefully I'm going to have a look at putting a timer on the screen so you can see for yourself how long it takes me to do it. Obviously I'm running it in time lapse, but I left it running as I moved it round from one side to the other, just so that you got the full time and it wasn't a stop start. But I'm sure the recording time was about 20 minutes, so I'll give you an idea. 20 minutes, 16 straps wrapped. I only use, I do it manually, obviously, as you've seen. I have bought a strap winder, but the one I bought, to be honest, it was a pain in the butt. It was more effort. Wrapping the strap was brilliant. It rolled the strap up quite quickly, but getting the strap off the winder proved really difficult, time consuming and annoying. So that's just got resigned into the back of the locker somewhere, and I haven't used it for a while, and I probably won't use that one again. I did message with Kev T, because he's got one on his Amazon shop, and he uses that. It's about the same money I paid for mine, but it looks like a better construction, so I might give that a try at some point, but I don't know. Gives you a nice workout on your delts. You know, when you're giving it this all day, looking like a chicken. It gives you a nice workout on your delts burn nicely, it's lovely. I miss that burny feeling from gym. I've been in the gym for years, can you tell? So this is the reality of trucking life, because half of these truckers now probably won't even be getting fuel, and if they are getting fuel, then they'll be queuing up to buy a coffee, maybe get a sandwich. They're probably in Greg's getting a breakfast, which is ridiculous. It shouldn't be allowed. I'll grab a ready-made sandwich or something on my way past. But I don't spend an hour grocery shopping like some of the drivers do. You see it in the service stations all the time, car drivers and that do it. It's flipping annoying. Flipping annoying. Oh yeah, I mentioned, yeah, jobs changed as well. We're not going to Norfolk now, Norwich. We were going to a place near Goole to load precast concrete drainage, and then going to Norwich. I've just closed down that job on my phone, open the next one, and I'm going to Selby in North Yorkshire. It's my old stomping ground, that's where I grew up. I'm actually driving past my childhood home, the first home I lived in. Moved out of there when I was 7. I'll be driving straight past it. And then we're picking up a steel load out of there, and that's going to Worksop Galve, ironically, at Worksop. See, coffee in hand from Greg's. Script it, can't you? But fair play, there's nowhere else to park. You can't pull off here and park somewhere else to go to your shop. As long as he's got fuel, I have no problem really. It's the ones that park on the pumps and go in and get food and whatever, use the toilets, and then just come back, get in the wagon and drive off, but they're blocked to pump. That's what winds me up. But stop whining, I'll cut you guys loose, and I'll catch up with you shortly. Bye for now, guys. Hi guys. Well, we're on Selby bypass at the moment. A new bypass that was built a few years ago now, quite a few years ago. I would normally turn left here and then turn right onto Abbots Road, which is where I was brought up. I was brought up on the Abbots Road estate as a kid. Anybody that knows Selby will know it wasn't the nicest of areas. But we moved out when I was 7, and people are so impatient. But sat-nav's taking me this way, so I'm wondering now, East Common Lane. I'm pretty sure I remember Abbots Road being a 7.5 ton weight limit now. Don't know. We'll see where it takes me anyway. We've got a mile and 3/4 to go. We're going to the old shipyard. What used to be a shipyard many, many years back. My old man used to work there as an apprentice. He was an apprentice riveter. We're talking what, back in 60s? We were born in 44, so 54 would have been 10. Yeah, 60s, early 60s. I remember as a kid, I distinctly remember as a kid, like I say, I was only 7 when we moved out, but I remember as a kid, they used to come down with pre-built sections of boats that were built elsewhere, and they'd come in these massive trucks, and there used to be a bloke sat on the top of the load, and he'd have a stick with a U or a V shape in the top of it, and he used to have to lift the telephone wires over the top of the load. It was always interesting. It was always a highlight to be out on the street watching them come past. It's good. Well, you wouldn't be able to do that nowadays, would you? I know where it's taking me. There used to be going back to my childhood, there used to be a shop down here, a convenience store called Furnaces. Again, anybody from Selby will know Furnaces. And they used to do the best pork pies. Absolutely gorgeous. People used to travel to come here for the pork pie. The field to my left now, that field, no gosh, no, they've built on it. Is it that field? No, it's this one here. See the football field to your left now? Well, that used to be a rugby field. I used to play there. I used to train rugby there. I used to play for a team called Selby Raiders. I haven't been down here for a long time. This mini roundabout now, if we were, yeah, it's showing Showing to the left, it's highlighted dodgy. So I'm guessing that is a 7.5 ton. I'm going into the steelworks, which is down here. Yeah, 7.5 ton except for access. That road to the left there is Abbott's Road. I say halfway down there, number 146 is where I used to live. So I'm going to steelworks. I haven't been in here for, gosh, must be 20 odd years since I was last on here. You see there, Cochrane's Shipbuilders. There's a River Ouse just the other side of this. Oh. I didn't see that. Just the other side of that hedgerow there is the River Ouse. D&G is what we're looking for. That's the place we're going. Yeah, it's there. This is all changed. It's changed so much. D&G Engineering. There's supposed to be a loaded trailer in here waiting for me. So right guys, I'll cut you guys loose for now and I will go say hello, make myself known, and find this load. I'll give you a shout back in a bit. Bye for now guys. Not going anywhere yet. Hi guys, welcome back. We're down on air pressure. We're loaded. Let's put the spectacles on. Yeah, we're loaded and we're now heading for workshop. I think I took the trailer brake off then for a second. That would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? I'll tell you what was embarrassing, and I didn't catch it on camera, thank God. Toilet block over there. I went for a wee. Coming down the steps, only 3 steps. Slipped on the first one because it's covered in moss. Arse over, sit. What am I arse? Bash my arm up, bash my lower back up. But hey ho, crack on. The trailer and the camp through the trees. Snuggle. We're clear. We've got about 22 ton on the back. I think it's maybe, yeah, about 22 ton I think it was. In fact, let's have another double check. Total lie, it's only 13.5. 13.5 ton back there. It's a little bit of an awkward load for what's on it. So I've got 5 chains and 4 ratchet straps. Like I say, it's not because of the weight. Obviously at 13.5 ton we only need, well, if it was suitable load we could have got away with 3 chains. At 13.5 ton, yeah, could have got away with 3 chains. I would have probably put 4 on, but could have got away with 3. Let's let the glass go first. Yeah, so because of the load and the bits and pieces all over on the load, I had to put 5 chains and 4 straps. There's a couple of pallets on there as well with little bits and pieces on. So they're strapped down with straps, and the big lumps are strapped down with chains. The thing I realised when I went in there, that my eldest child, her godfather, used to rent one of the units on that site, on that shipyard. He used to run a little, I don't know if that's a timber sticking out or a piece of metal, I don't know. Keep an eye on that. He used to rent a unit on there and he used to run a little breakers yard, car breakers. He was one of the first in the country to buy a car in for scrap and strip it and put the parts on the shelf. You know, like it is nowadays, where you know, like the likes of Motor Hogs and Charles Trent that Kev T hauls for. They break the parts and put them on the shelf. You know, they take them off the cars and put them on the shelf. And it's just like going into a shop. Whereas in the old days, back in 90s and before, you used to go to a breaker's yard and there used to be stacks of cars, the cars piled on top of each other, and you used to go in with your own toolbox and you used to strip the part off your car yourself. And then you used to go to counter there and say, you know, how much for this? And the gear price, you pay your price and away you went. Obviously with health and safety and all that good stuff nowadays, you just simply can't do it anymore. So yeah, so Gary was one of the first in the country to actually strip cars and put it on the shelf. And then yeah, I won't go into details of what happened, but something happened and he ended up closing. Through no fault. Well, it was a fault of his own, but it wasn't. It was. No. Right, anyway. So yeah, like I say, he's a godfather to my eldest daughter. And just for those that you don't know, that meant my eldest daughter's 24. Yeah, 24. She's 24 this year. I should look out the windscreen when I'm checking my mirrors as well. That'd be a good idea. What I do when I've got a dodgy load like this, it's not dodgy, it's safe. It's safe. But a bitty load like this is, when I first get back in the truck, I try and get a mental snapshot of what I'm seeing in my mirrors. Yeah, that's alright. I try and get a mental snapshot of what I see in my mirrors, and then when you're glancing back, when you're down the road, when you're glancing back and you reference that snapshot against what you're seeing now, and it gives you an idea if anything's moved, anything's coming loose. It's not foolproof by any shot. Unless you've got photographic memory, then fair play to you. Look at you. But I haven't. And this car's coming around me, and it's chevrons. It's not an overtaking lane, it's chevrons. Anyway, whatever. So the plan now, travelling wise, I'm going to go back to this roundabout up here, turning left onto the 1041, up towards Jack's power station, and I'll pick up the M62. I'll be heading east on the 62. Yeah, I'll pick it up. Hang on, will I be? No, I'll be going west. Think about it. Come out of Howden. Come out there. Got fuel. Yeah, I'll be coming. Yeah, I'll be coming out near Goole onto the 62, and I'll drop back west the junction, pick up the M18, go around the M18. I might go back. I don't know if I'll go down A1 or M1. I can't make my mind up. Probably go down the M1, A57 into Worksop. That way. Is that a nice about it way? I don't know. I don't know. We'll wing that on in a bit. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure which way I'm going to go. It's telling me to turn left in 3.5 miles. I don't understand why. Let's have a quick note. Right, the reason I've gone this way is because the A19, and normally I would have gone straight across at that roundabout. The next roundabout I'd have turned left, that took me straight back up to the 62. Turn right, picked up the onto the 62, should I say, turn right, going west, picked up the A1, M18, or stay on the A1, or M18 round to the M1. However, the A19 is closed at Chapel Haddlesey. The road's been washed away in some floods. Must be about 6 months ago, easy. You know, we had all that flooding before the coronavirus kicked in. Well, the road was washed out, so it's closed. But I just don't understand why it's. I don't know, and I'm waffling now, Anna. Anna, Wittering on. We'll get there, however we get there. Stay tuned, folks, and see how we get on. I think I know where it's trying to turn me left, but I thought it was further away than that. Right, well, I'm going to leave you guys to it because I've not what to tell you at the moment. And I mentioned in my intro this at the start of the vlog, I'm going to do a bit of poetry. Well, I haven't recorded it yet.
I'm listening.
Oh, good. Even Tom wants to listen to my poetry.
I'm sure you want.
No, I'm sure I want to clear the route. Yeah, I haven't recorded it yet, but I will record it and you can go watch it now while I'm heading up to workshop. So enjoy the poetry. Yeah, enjoy. It's good. I like it. It's quite fitting for the junk and crap that's been going on lately. Take care. I'll speak to you soon. So we know throughout the coronavirus, we were all stuck in our houses, and then when the government lifted parts of the lockdown and we were allowed out, a lot of people were ridiculous, stupid, and crowded around each other on the beaches and in parks. And then, unfortunately, when they decided to go home, they left a mess. And I heard this poem. Unfortunately, I cannot find who wrote it, but it's called "Blood on the Sand." It's just a little bit of something to think about when you leave all your junk behind, you leave all your rubbish behind. So here it goes. It was only an empty bottle, thrown away by a foolish, thoughtless hand, and harmless as it seemed as it lay there, gleaming whole and bright on the sand. But soon on a beach that was crowded, with bright laughing children at play, the bottle was stoned into fragments by hooligans passing that way. Then down from the dunes some while later, barefooted and shouting with glee, ran two little boys through the sunlight, both racing to bathe in the sea. What caused one to falter and stumble was the danger ahead that he spied. Too late on the broken glass splinter, he fell and bled and he cried. Because of an empty glass bottle, thrown away by a foolish, thoughtless hand, there was tears in a day made for laughter, and the blood of a child on the sand. Hi guys. Well, for starters, what did you think to the poem? Very apt for the idiots on the beaches and the parks and the likes of. I think it's very apt indeed. Yeah, just take your crap home, basically. My wife sent me that poem, and yeah, it's just quite good. I quite liked it, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. And I'm empty. I've been to Workshop Galv. I had the trailer tipped. I'm now on my way to... where am I going? Oh, Thirsk. I'm going to our yard at Thirsk, and I'm going to reload out of there. Going to Scunthorpe. Jack ties at Scunthorpe. That's the plan for the rest of today. So I'm going to call the vlog. I'm going to call the end to it. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, all those that are confused, thanks for riding along with me. And I'll catch you sometime next week. Take care, guys. Bye for me.